It's a good journey. We are back. It's another blessed day to be alive. Another blessed day to have to have dreams, goals, aspirations. I just got another filler video. Hopefully by the time you see this video, which you should, by the time you see this video, you'll be seeing the first day, day one of the Maryland trip to see Alex Eubank at the Elysium Gym, meet everybody, the inner circle, and get to be at the comfort of Alex's area and get to have a blast. That day one video, you definitely don't want to miss if you haven't already seen it. If you're now seeing this one and you haven't seen the video when we went to Maryland and we went to go hunt the poltergeist and we did this, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying? You gotta check it out. It's fire. So I haven't done anything today. This is, like I said, it's more of a filler vlog, filler video, you could call it, whatever the case may be. You know, not every single one of these is gonna boom. Shout out to the 17 people that saw the last one for my bench, a PR attempt, and the little montage that I made. I really appreciate you for that. Genuinely, that means a lot. So this is another one of those little calm filler videos because I want something to record and just trying to push some stuff out. And the videos that I'm trying to put together have been a little bit behind, I know that, but we're trying to get that in order and make sure that we try to pump out as many more videos as we can. I gotta get a little bit better with the short form. I've kind of been lacking with, I wouldn't say necessarily motivation with that, but I just really haven't been, like, I guess you could say, in the mood to do that as much. Right now, on my way to Burger King to pick up a couple burgers for myself. I'm gonna get 3 Whopper Juniors. Like, I'm getting a little trio deal, because how can you beat that? 3 burgers for $7? Come on, man. I ain't eating no cheapskate. I'm just saying, this is a deal. This is on top of it. Plus, I just want something quick. It's between that and Taco Bell. And if I'm trying to get leaner and bigger or whatever at the same time, I can't really get Taco Bell. There's too much, like, fats in that. I know Burger King isn't really anything much better, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to go. I feel like it's better. Flame grilled, you know what I'm saying? Grilled, better than McDonald's burgers, even a Wendy's burger. So I feel like I'm getting the best burger you can get anyway, fast food wise. So it won't kill me. A little fast metabolism should bless me up anyway. But on our way there, I can't even say I'm too hungry. I'm just hella bored. I didn't do shit today, like genuinely. I guess we could do a little quick update about everything now, aside from the fact that everything's kind of fucking boring since I came home. That's just kind of how things are when you go fucking travel, have a lot of fun with people, and you come back home and it doesn't feel like you're really doing much. But I would say, so far, I'm about to go on my 4th trip ever to see Alex and everybody else, which is pretty cool, Alex Eubank. I feel like I gotta just say that part. For the people that don't know who that is, look him up. It's just like every single time I go on one of these trips, I'm more and more appreciative of the opportunity that I get. And I know I say that a lot. I'm going to always say it a lot because that way, the more that I acknowledge these blessings, the more that'll come. So making more connections, you know, I was able to, like I told you guys, I was able to pick up an editor, which is so fire. Shout out Ronnie, I really appreciate you. I'll probably edit most of these filler videos, the ones that don't really require much editing effort or whatever the case may be. And then I'll give him the, I guess you could say, the ones that require a little bit more effort and require a lot more time. I don't really feel like doing those ones. I would just have it pass me so I can move over. Alright, so my camera fell. Go you one of my girls ride. I wanted to pull over and fix it because it's not like it fell, but the mount was a little loose, so it ended up kind of just dipping, which kind of blew my shit. I had to reset. Now, to tag along after the basically showing appreciation, I'm basically trying to get to the point where it's like, trip's going well, very unreal experiences. It still feels crazy to be a part of this kind of, I guess you would call it a lifestyle. And I'm very blessed to be able to do it. I got another trip coming up in 2 more weeks on the 28th. I guess you could say it's less than 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure the exact time frame for it, but we'll just say 2 weeks. And I'm going to once again do another challenge. I'm at 171.5 pounds for those of you that do pay attention to these videos, because I don't really put it out there. Because for some people like to judge based off weight from time to time. Fix this. I don't like the angle that it's at. Bang! Look at that. So, I'm at 171.5. I've already put on a pound and a half since I got back from my trip from last week, so that's pretty cool. Now, my main goal this time around in the next 2 weeks is to get up to 175 or more and be a little bit leaner than I was. Excuse me, be a little bit leaner than I was on the last trip, which would be so huge. And obviously I'm kind of contradicting what I'm about to say based on the food that I just grabbed, but less fast food, what the fuck, crazy, less fast food, more high protein foods, and loads of creatine. We're taking a lot more creatine than normal before. You know, I got a couple friends, or some research says that taking more than X amount of creatine does nothing. You would have to take an absurd amount to actually see a difference or quote unquote double your results. You know, I got other people, nutritionists, whatever, that are telling me that if I can take a couple more grams, and it actually does make a difference. So for the time being, I went from taking to about 8. Went from 3 to 8. It was gonna be 6, but I think I came to the conclusion that if 3 pills equals 3 grams, that means each pill is 1 gram. So that's pretty fire. So I take 8 pills in total. So 8 grams of creatine. All right, I had to cut that clip a little bit short because I kind of feel like shit all of a sudden. I guess my stomach's a little bit uneasy from what I had or really didn't have from earlier. Trying out this new diet. Some days I feel amazing, and some days I feel like shit. And this is one of those moments, I wouldn't even say days, where I just feel like shit. So that's not why I have the window rolled down. It's probably hard to hear me. It probably sounds like shit. We're just rolling with the punches. Hopefully when I get inside and I chill, everything will be a lot better. But I think for now, we're going to call it. That was a hiccup. Alright. We're good. I think for now, we're going to go inside, we're going to eat, we're going to relax. We're going to get ready to do the squat session, and then hopefully by the time I get ready to go to the gym later to do the squat session, and I'll hop back in the car. Hopefully for the next segment of this video, when I come back and get in the car, I'll be able to tell you guys, like, oh yeah, the YouTube video's up and you already have seen it and yada yada. So yeah, hopefully in the next clip, I have my YouTube video, I can export it and everybody gets to see it, and all the beautiful, amazing people that watch my videos will get the content they so rightfully deserve. So once we get all that settled, I'll catch up with you guys when we get back in the car. So catch you. All right, so I did take a rest day, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a rest day and a half. I don't know, the body needed to recuperate, okay? Bear with me. But on this lovely Thursday, it's so nice out, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm on my way to my warehouse for the bounce house job that everybody knows about, or if you don't, now you know that I've had it. Running and managing the #1 bounce house company in South Jersey. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean we're balling though, okay? Season's about to start up, so there's a couple things we gotta do. This is low-key unrelated to the business itself. But still, weather's getting nice. It's about 70 degrees, which is pretty fucking amazing. So I'm really happy about that. Very excited to see where the rest of the day takes us. It feels good to get out the house, be out for like a couple hours, and then I'll probably I'm feeling like low-key a double sesh, but I'm not entirely sure. I really want to dial in. 8 days from now, I'm going to be on my next trip. I don't think I dialed in the way I was supposed to on my diet as far as getting leaner. But I did get buskier again. I'm not gonna lie. We're up. We're definitely up more than ever this time. 173.7 as of this morning. It was like 0.8 yesterday. So the 173.8 was an all-time yesterday. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Overall, 173 pounds. I can't believe that because what was it? 170 coming back from the last trip. That was the main goal. I was pretty hyped that I actually maintained that. So now I'm trying to get to 175. Honestly, if I can get closer to 180, that'd be fire. I don't expect to get to 180 because, again, I only have about a week. But 175 is pretty doable in the next couple of days, considering I'm already close to 174. I'm going to try to dial in a little bit more and not eat any fast food. We'll see how far that goes. And even if it is fast food, we're going to maintain a low fat content for everything that we're eating. Trying to maintain under 100 grams of fat a day, which is the goal, which I was told is like the sweet spot. Try not to get too close to that or above that, and I should be in a good spot as far as getting a little leaner. Staying on top of the proteins. Probably got to induce more vegetables. I don't really like vegetables that much. I'm a fan of broccoli, but I haven't even eaten broccoli like that. I think I ate broccoli for the first time yesterday in, I'm not gonna lie, a couple months. But so aside from when I get it once in a while, my Chinese food, you know what I'm saying? But genuinely, I don't really eat vegetables. I feel like I need to do that. I need to eat less fast food fully. Today, after I'm doing this little bit of helping at my job, I'm gonna fucking go grab me some fish, figure out what I'm gonna eat. As far as vegetables, probably gonna be broccoli, some rice, and salmon. This sounds like the vibe, I'm not gonna lie. But either way, it's a W. But I still think I gotta stick to what I was trying to do, which is see the squat PRs or see how high we can go up in the squat right now. Last time I did squat, I think I maxed out at 335 or 330. One of the two. I know that for sure. So as long as I can still get 315 or more, you know, for 1 or more. That'd be a W, and then we can just work from there. Pretty close to the 1,000-pound club. I should already be there. I know that, but I'm actually a lot closer than I thought. So like I said, a new milestone. We'll try to do the 1,200-pound club because I'm like at 990. I think I just gotta go up a couple more pounds on some of my lifts, and I'm literally right there. So it is what it is. All right, finished up. I don't know if you can tell, but it's fucking pouring right now. It's raining. It's about 7:30. I think I'm gonna run to the store real quick. Probably grab a fish, maybe some salmon. That's the only fish I eat. I still haven't tried any other fish. People talk about tilapia, cod. I don't know the names. So people say the names all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. Because it really does sound good. I just don't have access to it. I do. I just don't get it, I should say. I don't end up going to get it myself, whatever the case is. I hope the rain isn't that bad. At this point, I'm not going to sit there and always do this, but I always have to. Because I know the internal mics are really good. It just hurts me sometimes that I don't have the external, or the mics that you plug in that I can just have right here. It makes life a lot easier, especially for situations where we're in the rain or there's wind going on. But we saw how well it was active when we went out, this, that, and the third, but everybody went out around town and we didn't actually use them. That's a W. I literally have the mics too. I'm just missing the adapter that goes into the camera so that way you guys can actually hear what's going on. So I had to order a whole new set. It is what it is. I'll try to get a whole new set by the time that I go on my next trip, which happens in 8 days. Also, I feel like I already said this, but I'm going to say it again just in case. We got 8 days. Probably by the time when all this happens, it'll be 7 days exactly, an entire week. How much can I really dial in and get leaner, get buskier, and I don't even care about getting stronger, but can I keep the size that I have and or get bigger and continue to get leaner at the same time? We're going to take a crack at that. Literally starting today. I'm a week behind. That's on me. I'm not about to starve myself because I can't do that. The whole intermittent fasting, that's not for me. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and say I could actually do it. Dude, when I wake up, the first thing I think about is eating, is food. I don't know how some of you guys or some people wake up every day and they can go all day, like all the way to like noon, past noon, without even thinking about food, without eating. I don't know how you guys do that. I personally cannot do that. So props to y'all that can do that. And then you guys take a fucking scoop of pre and pump and animals. That's all I gotta say, animals. I get so uneasy physically, it's not even funny. Like very easy. Like if the car is too hot, I get nauseous. If I move around too much in a car, if I'm not driving, I get nauseous. If I get hot, I feel nauseous. You see the pattern here? I get nauseous. I'm yelling too because I don't know if this thing can fucking hear me. You know, it's my filler videos. I like these filler videos because they're just chilling, okay? Fuck. So, I still got like 20 minutes till I get home, but I still gotta stop by the store that's up the street. Shout out Aldi's because they have some of the best shit you can get. I don't really feel like de-skinning the fish, but there is a life hack that I saw on TikTok, and if you haven't tried it yet, for fish, it actually does work, and it doesn't make you get sick. I thought it was gonna make me get sick, the same way that if chicken is undercooked, but then I realized you can eat fish raw, and you get what I'm saying, okay? It has nothing to do with the fact that what I'm about to tell you is gonna ruin the fucking fish, alright? So what I'm getting at is, you get some hot ass water, some boiling ass water, you pour that shit on the backside of the fish, get the scales. Yes, your fish might get hot. And I thought it was gonna make me sick. I know I'm about to ramble again about it. I thought it was gonna make me sick. But then I was like, wait, people eat this shit raw. Like it's just sitting out, just sitting. And they eat that shit. So I mean, you know, you had a fine path. So again, take the boiling water, take the hot ass water, pour that shit on top of the fish, and then just peel that shit off. And that shit comes off like butter. I'm genuinely taken back at how easy it comes off when I do it, so I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna sit here and buy the whole fish. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like buying the whole fucking thing. I think I'm just gonna get the little piece. That should get me 2 days worth of salmon, which is a W. And then eventually I have to go out and get some steak soon, which I am so behind on. I have loads of chicken. I can feed the village with the chicken. I'm not gonna lie, I have a fuck ton of it. I got at least 3-4 pounds of it, which is low-key a lot for just one person. I'm really the only one that eats it too. My girlfriend doesn't eat it. My mom doesn't eat it. The only time they really chime in on the foods that I get, which I'm all for. Don't get me wrong, if my food's made and it's just for me, don't ask to get nothing. Macros and all that shit, perfect for me. But like, if I'm just starting to cook or whatever, tag in. I swear they just think like they can't have any of the food that I get. And they choose not to eat it either. Like they don't eat much anyway. I don't know how women, I'm not trying to make a gender split here, but genuinely, how these girls and women out here can eat like a graham cracker and some water and they're chilling. I can't say they're chilling because then they'll come back to you like an hour later that day and say their head hurts or they feel like shit, and then you'll ask them what they ate, and then they'll say they had a cracker and water, and it's like, oh, you had something. But genuine. It kind of tails back into the people that just go all day without eating. Like, I really can't do that. I don't know how y'all do that. Shout out to you guys, you know, any single person. Yo, the last video did really well. I would say within a day, almost at 50 views, which is huge for YouTube. And you guys know I appreciate every single view that comes in. I genuinely appreciate every single person from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, y'all know how it is, that watches my videos. And if you make it to the end, words can't even describe how much that means to me. So thank you so much. But continuing going forward, I hope you guys have been enjoying. I've been told that my videos have been getting better and people have enjoyed them a little bit more now, you know, which means a lot to me. I'm trying my best to try to put more content out there. I really enjoy this type of videography or type of YouTube style, vlog style. I feel like so many people the market for short form content is so oversaturated that, like, I'm not saying it's hard to make, but it's like hard to make it, hard to stand out in some degree because, you know, swipe. It's like, you know, someone sees a cracked ass video of you and then they scroll down 3 videos later and see another cracked ass video of somebody else. So it's like, how do I stand out? I remember I was at a point where, you know, I would complain that I would only get 1, 2, 3, 4 views, 10 on a good day, 20 was like, damn, I made it. And I remember sitting back, seeing all these other channels where, you know, you're not supposed to compare yourself, but we all do it. You know, there's no point in lying and saying that in certain moments, even if you are a comparative person, you still end up comparing yourself to certain situations and certain people in life because that's just, we're human. That's what we do. Except with the whole comparative thing. I see all these other channels that I, like, with no, you know, all due respect, I would feel as though, you know, maybe I make the same type of content they do, if not better, or I put more effort, or I post more than this person, that person. You know, that's just the reality of it. That's how I felt about it at certain moments. And it got to the point where I said, you know, if I got 50 views, up to 80 views on my YouTube videos, whatever the case may be, that would be so fire. I'd be so hyped, amped, whatever the case may be. You know, and now we're here. Like, and I'm not going to sit there and double back off of what I said and now be like, well, now I want 100 to 200. No, I'm so happy, so grateful. You know, even like I said, 30, 40, 50 views is such a big deal to me, and I freaking am so grateful for that. And now that I'm literally getting around 50, 60, whatever more views, it's so surreal. And I'm unlike losing my train of thought. Unlike the short form content where, like, I try to tell myself, and we all try to tell ourselves that, you know, if this video gets a couple hundred views, up to 1,000 views, we'll be satisfied. It's not the same as if you get like 50, 60, you know, 30 to 100 views on YouTube. It just, everyone knows YouTube is so much harder, more authentic. It's like, how do you even get someone to sit there and watch your whole video? So the fact that I can even get 30 plus, 50 plus views on these videos now is such a blessing. And I'm telling you, oh man, like, I'm telling you, the fact that it feels like this at such a lower scale, and I hate to say it like that because I just know that we're gonna get further and further. I hit 200 subs, by the way. Let me take this moment real quick. Thank you. I know I keep saying thank you, but I want to acknowledge the subs here. Thank you guys so much. We just hit 200 subscribers on YouTube. Words cannot describe. I can sit here and preach all day, but words genuinely can't describe how grateful and thankful I am that 200 of you guys are willing to sit here and watch my YouTube videos. Now, granted, all of them don't get 200 views, but that's okay. Sooner or later, they will. And sooner or later, my views will surpass how many subscribers I have. And now I know I'm yapping, but these yap sessions are necessary. And for anyone that actually watches them, thank you. I know I keep saying thank you, but this shit matters because I really am more grateful than you guys ever know. So thank you so much for 200 subscribers. It means the world to me. And every single person that watches the video means more to me than you know. You know, I'm trying to build a community here, and not like I'm starting like a circle or anything like Alex is doing, but I'm really trying to be a part of something that's special. I want people to know that every single person that follows me is pure, authentic, we're like-minded, and we're trying to get further in life. So, little yap session. I'm so happy you guys can stay through my Japanese. But I'm gonna run to the store. I gotta get off this exit real quick. Hopefully somebody doesn't click me. About 10 minutes away from home. I gotta take the world's fattest piss, which kind of sucks. But I still have to stop at the grocery store. There shouldn't be too packed. It's 8 o'clock by the time I get there. So, I mean, it's not terrible. I know if I would have went earlier, I would have wanted to shoot myself. We'll see. We'll see. You know, they never know at Aldi's, because sometimes Aldi's is bumping. Then again, you know, I'm not yapping, but then again, they close in like an hour. So I might have some hope. I'm not going to lie. But I'll catch back up with you guys when we grab our salmon. All right, it is now pouring, but we made it. We were able, with 5 minutes left to close, we were able to snag us some salmon. So I'm pretty hyped about that. I don't even know if what I just said even made sense because it got all smooshed together. But I'm pretty hyped about that. About to get my little live picture of my salmon. Gotta let everybody know the bag is secured. Don't judge me. This is about to be your live POV, motherfucker. Gotta do the 0.5. Feel me? Gotta hold up the salmon like this. Go like this. Look, I can see myself to the camera. That's kind of a W. I'm gonna use the camera and take the picture and be like, ah. You gotta do that. Bag secured. Yup. Look, bag secured. You're gonna see this too. You're already gonna see this post by the time you see this fucking video. So, fuck it. I gotta add that with 5 minutes to spare. With 5 to spare. And no, nobody asked. That's how this shit works. No one asked, but you gotta do it anyway. Nobody asked though. Remember that. No one asked, but you gotta put it out there like somebody asked. Now you know. I just put you on the sauce. You know, I had somebody tell me, "Oh, yo, you post like an influencer." Like, motherfucker, I'm trying to be one. Like, can't we just say I am? Aspiring. The rain got me all fucked up now. All hair's all fucked. I did switch shirts though. You know, I don't know if you peeped. No, I know you didn't give a fuck. Nobody give a fuck. All right, so feel me? We got this salmon. I'm gonna show y'all what I was talking about. It might take a little bit longer, so it's probably gonna be a whole cut in between this. But I ain't gonna cheat the system. I'm fucking shit up. See, if your kitchen don't sound like that when you grab the shit, that means you ain't about to make nothing good, okay? So now I got the pot. This is shit I was talking about. Or timing dishes. You know, I ain't no nasty motherfucker either, so I'm gonna wash this shit off too. Wanna wash your fish. I don't think the camera does justice, but this probably has to be like the most colored piece of salmon I've ever had without it being cooked yet. Props out. We ain't about to look who the fuck sold this shit, but props to them. Now we got our fucking fish. The odd part about this piece of fish, I'm not gonna lie, is the fact that it's fucking coiled over the other half. So, let me show you how it's done. Alright. You're gonna take your boiling water. And me personally, I'm just gonna throw that shit on top of my dirty ass sink. I don't care how the fuck you do it, but I ain't getting myself burnt. Then you just wanna pour the boiling water on top of that shit, praying that it doesn't spew out and fucking burn you in the process. I know what you're thinking, bro, isn't it cooking the fish? I don't fucking know. I don't know. All I know is you can eat this shit raw. So what is this doing to it? Genuinely, that's how I look at it. You know, it might have just turned a few shades more pink. But now come here, check this out. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy. That is like by far one of the most satisfying fucking TikTok internet hacks I probably have ever seen. The fact that you can just rip it off like butter. Now, alright. You see I got this discolored ass fish. That does not matter. That does not matter. So, it might look a little discolored, but you're either cooking it anyway, you're going to eat it raw anyway. Either way, you're going to pass with the fish. Alright, I'm not trying to hear that shit. So what you want to do is, because me, I'm stretching this over a 2-day period. I'm not going to lie. I might save, we'll save the thin slice. We'll put the fat piece for tomorrow. For that midday lunch after we eat that fire ass breakfast. What you want to do though, I don't know how some of y'all store your shit, but personally, hopefully it fits. If you ain't eating it tomorrow, throw it in the freezer. If you're eating it tomorrow, throw it in the fridge. Alright. We have now reached the next stage in this preparation process. I want y'all to get in on this one. We're gonna get zoomed in on that. I'm gonna try to stay out the way so you can actually see the seasoning process go through. Bear with me. When I get excited, sometimes I talk a little bit weird, so I'm trying my best. Alright. Same, we're gonna run it back. You need some blackened seasoning. I usually get the regular one, or they have a spicy one. I'll show you the spicy one. I don't want to just tell you, and then you're like, oh, they have a spicy one, but you don't know what the spicy one looks like. So this is the regular one. Focus. And then this is the fucking backwards. Fuck. There we go. This is the spicy one. Got the spicy one, got the regular one. There you go. There's a difference. They both taste amazing. If you want some more spice, grab this one. If you want some regular, grab this. They both taste. They're both good. All right. I think for me personally though, I'm probably gonna go with this one. We're gonna do the hot today. All I put on mine. I'm gonna go hot today. We're doing Creole, hot Old Bay, and then the garlic salt. Seafood works. When you taste that seafoody smell, see I'm fucking it up. That little seafood taste that everyone knows about, it mostly comes from Old Bay. Mark my words, I promise you it comes from Old Bay. Not the spicy one, but just Old Bay in general. So, the rest of it's pretty easy. Throw it in the air fryer. All right, so I gotta hurry my ass up to the gas station real quick, get myself some gas. It says I have 2 miles left in my car, which I'll be all right. I had my car started this whole time while I was sitting inside chilling, not realizing I only had a couple miles left in gas. So yeah, now enjoy the chronicles of me trying to make it up the street to the gas station before I go to the gym. It's now 1:30 in the morning, which is kind of crazy. Not really for me, but I know a lot of people are like, kind of think I'm crazy for how late I like to lift, but truth be told, I just love my empty gyms. And I feel like I definitely know at this time it's going to be empty as shit, so I really don't have to sweat nothing. I got my headphones, luckily I left them in here from earlier. I'll be able to jam out, go crazy. We're just going to go for a squat, like just try to go up and squat. We'll have the bar set, so I don't really need a spotter. If I fail, I fail. I don't have to worry about anybody. That's a beautiful part about that type of shit, because it's not assisted squat, but if you have the rails to catch everything, it is a W. Because then you don't have to worry about somebody spotting you. You just let it drop. You go a little bit above where you can just get enough space. You set the bars, and then that way, if you fail, it just sits on the fucking rag. But if we're lucky, we'll hit all our numbers. I think the last time I PR'd, I was at 330. I'm hoping that I can get like 315 for a nice one, clean one, maybe 2. I feel like if I go for 2, I might fatigue myself a little bit more then I'll fuck up my way of being able to go for a higher number. But I will probably get 315 most likely. My lower back is still kind of weird from that whole deadlift shit. Not like it hurts, but it definitely gets fatigued out quickly, and I feel like a fucking pinch or some shit. 315 for like 1 or 2, no belt. Like, I don't think much of it. I definitely will be getting the neck pad. I don't give a fuck. Say I'm a bitch, this, that, and the third, don't matter. Hit the pose on your ass. Straight up though, I'm gonna have to put a pad on my neck when the weight gets up. I'm not about to sit here and thug it out, especially in an empty ass gym. For what? For what? Yeah, exactly. For nothing. I don't do the straps. I don't do all that other shit for like benches and shit. The belts for fucking, the deadlift and all that, even though I feel like I should have for my back to not get all fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta drop the ego a little bit. I'm not an ego lifter, but when it comes to like assistance and like getting aid on my lifts, I'm kind of like nitpicky about it. Where do I want to park? I guess I'll park up here. Little front spot. Oh yeah, it's definitely dry one today. I mean, of course it's gonna be dry. It's 1:40 in the morning, but I'm excited to get this lifted and see what we got in store. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the workout montage. It's just gonna end there. When I'm done, we'll do the outro, and then we're done. All right, fine. Got you. Ah! finish up that quick little gym session. I feel kind of beat. I'm more tired than I expected. I mean, obviously it's 2:30 in the morning now, so I mean that's expected to be pretty much tired, more tired than I was when I got here. Whew, I don't know what it is in my lower back. Like ever since that deadlift, man, it's like so easy now to make my lower back fatigue have pinches and sores in them. It's nothing too crazy because it goes away after a little bit, but it's kind of annoying, which kind of hinders me from getting shit done that pertains to like back exercises and lower back. So that's kind of ass. That's that risk to reward shit I be telling people about when it comes to deadlift. That's the reason I don't like to deadlift. But it's like, man, there was just something about being there in that moment when I was in Maryland. I was there was something about that. It was just something about the whole atmosphere and everybody going crazy that it just kind of inspired me to go after the damn deadlift. So here we are, suffering from back pains. Life's good. On the bright side though, no belt, 315, 2 times, come on, you know what it is. So we got the 315 all day, you know what I'm saying? So I probably am hovering around like 2 or 320 to like, you know, 330 again. Car trash can. I got one. Don't worry. I'm not throwing my shit away. But overall, I had a pretty good lift session if you ask me. Right after, obviously, I hit some fucking legs. I wouldn't even consider that legs for real, but after I hit squat, you know I had to go hit an upper body part because, you know, then I gotta feel like a complete workout regardless of what I hit. And personally, I don't feel that complete when I hit legs in general, or let alone squat. So, you know, I had to go hit some shoulders real quick, get a slight shoulder pump, go a little crazy. I think the area that I was doing the poses in was fire at first, and then I realized how much of a shadow it cast. But at this point, I don't even care. I'm just still probably gonna upload it, still gonna edit it, still gonna use that segment from when I fucking did all that. Like shit, that's how I know I was pushing though. Whenever I finish up my workout and I kind of feel like, it's low-key like an indicator that I went hard and I did pretty good. So we'll take that. And it's also an indicator that I have an empty stomach now. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I do appreciate you genuinely. Like there's no tomorrow. I'm gonna keep saying that for however long I continue to post, which will be forever, hopefully. And as we continue to grow, I'm going to continue to show gratitude and appreciation to every single person that tunes in, because it does mean a lot. It goes a long way. And obviously the people from the beginning, that stuff matters, because when we start to grow up to the top, we start going further in this. You know, I'm not going to forget a single person from the start, ever. I'm going to show a single appreciation and gratitude to every single person that I can possible, no matter what. I don't care if it's 1 or if it's 100,000 or 1,000,000. I'm going to find a way to fucking show gratitude to every single person that shows love to my page, my channel, and everything that I got going on with my journey. So I appreciate you guys so much. That's it for this video. I hope you guys have a blessed one. Every day is a great day, and see you in the next one.